Hey,
Hey,
what's going on?
everything's good. It's an easy Sunday. It's snowing over here.
Oh, it's snowing out there?
Yeah, I
Wow.
don't. We just have one viewer so far, or
Well,
none. It's just us.
it's
Okay.
just it's just us right now. Well, we're gonna start because this is pre-recording, so we can always, post it up and stuff. So we're gonna start right
Okay,
now.
great.
All right, so welcome everybody to the first episode for surviving during COVID-19. I'm your host, Fresh Death Bling, and today we got Jasmin on the show today. Jasmin is a singer, songwriter, and musician. And there's a lot of other things that she does too, which she's gonna definitely talk about tonight. So y'all just listen up. So the first question is, what first got you into the music?
What first got me into music is I would want to say my grandma when she introduced me to like a little kiddie keyboard, and we used to play, those little kid songs on it, and I really enjoyed that, and that's a memory I still have. And really doing music, I would say just listening to music, it inspiring me, and taking that and wanting to repeat just what you like, that what attracts you. Sometimes you want to be that or imitate it. So to keep it short, I would say that just
Wow.
feeling it.
Wow, it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Thank
So
you.
who inspired you to make music? I know you said your grandma, part of that, but also who also inspired you to make it, you know?
Number one, Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah. I know that
Anyone who
one.
knows me knows Mariah Carey has a big part of my life when it comes to music.
Right.
Alicia Keys too. Being that I'm half German, half black, and just very light skinned,
Right.
seeing those women be very successful in the industry, exposing their, history with emotions and society definitely helped me and inspired me. And just being introverted and expressive, I've always expressed myself through poetry.
Mhm.
So liking music, being a music fiend,
Yeah.
I started putting that to beats, and just making my own songs. And I wrote my first song when I was 12. And I met Mariah Carey when I was about 8, when I first moved to America,
Wow.
actually.
Wow. Okay, so since you said, you letting the people know that you half white, half black. Come on, let us know where you're from. Tell us a little bit about your story, where you came from, how all this happened.
Right. So I was born in Frankfurt, Germany, which is where I'm at right now.
Uh-huh.
And it's snowing, it's very cold. But I grew up in the warm, sunny, sunshine state of Florida, USA,
Yeah.
for 16 years. I moved over when I was 8. I was in second grade, didn't speak a lick of English. And I also knew I had a thing for writing because I was really good in language arts. I always made A's and B's in spelling tests. It was really important to me to fit in and not sound like a foreigner.
Right.
So I was always very, precise with pronunciation. And then just being artistic, writing. And so I grew up in the States. When I
Uh-huh.
was 16, my mom and I moved to Texas. So I lived out there. I call it West Coast. Some people call it the South, whatever.
Right.
I
Nice.
call it West Coast. So I had a little taste of that. And
Yeah.
when I was 23, I made a journey back over to Europe because I wanted to get to know my roots,
Right.
Germany. And I ended up in London, then where I met you.
That's where we met. Right. That's where we met. Exactly.
And then I moved to Spain, Barcelona, lived there for 5 years. London, I was there for 2, completing my master's in human rights.
Right.
Then Barcelona was just, I just want to make money and get out of the human right political topics because as we see, they're very relevant today and it can tear you down. So
Absolutely.
I had a nice time in Barcelona, and that's where my music career evolved even more.
Uh-huh.
And I left that and have been in Germany now for the past 3 years and focusing on recording. So
Right.
I tried to keep it short. That's where
Okay.
I'm from.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. You got to let the people know. So now we know a little bit about you. So what's the culture difference? What is the culture shock for you when you went to the States coming from Germany? How was that for you?
I think just the first thing I remember is being very friendly. I remember my mom saying, you need to be careful, saying hello to so many people. I was just
Mm,
excited to speak the language, if even if just hello, how are you was the only thing I could say.
right.
So, and nowadays you still say that the comparison between the cultures are that Americans are very friendly, helpful, even just at the grocery store. Do
Right.
you need some help? Let me bag that for you, whatever. And here it's just very independent, individual. It's not as unified.
Mm-hmm.
And I miss that. That is the biggest cultural thing I miss.
For
And I
sure.
would think is a difference.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, that's very it's very big to have like two different cultures mixed up together. That's awesome. That's very amazing.
But I
The
try to
next
take the best out of each culture and, share it across each. That what I learned in Barcelona, that what I learned in the States, who I am, that German side of me. I grew up with a German mother.
Yeah,
No matter what cards you're dealt with, you got to make the best out of it. So at the end, it shouldn't matter too much, but you got to be woke enough to
exactly.
recognize
Right. Which
and
is
see
what
what
this
you
show
want
is
to
about.
apply.
Huh?
I said, yeah, be woke enough to recognize
Excellent.
and,
Exactly.
smart enough to choose what and where to apply.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so how would you describe the music that you typically create?
R&B, neo soul,
Right.
a jazz fusion. Hi,
Hmm.
Sebastian. I'm sorry. I got to shout out some people.
Yeah, we
I
got some
really
people in the
appreciate
chat
people
room right
coming
now.
in.
We got some people
Fanita,
in here.
Piecha, Sebastian. Thank you
Okay,
guys.
everybody. Hey, we appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. This is the first podcast that we just started today, the first episode. And we got Yasmin on here right now. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate her.
Chantal, my liquor ding. Yes, you guys make sure you follow this account. Follow my homie,
Yeah,
the Woke Podcast. So yes, I'm gonna finish answering your question.
for sure.
Um,
Go ahead.
the question was the music I typically make. I would describe it as neo soul, R&B. I have my own genre, and
Okay.
you just have to experience me. Once we can do concerts again, you guys come out. If I'm in your city, come out. It's an experience, and
Absolutely.
that's how I would describe it.
Somebody said I am drunk in the chat room. Hey,
Hey, you
we're
know what?
sipping
I'm
over
ready.
here
I'm
too.
ready for the drunk people. Cheers.
This is a good start, man.
Kim, hi. Sebastian, let's get drunk together. No.
I got a cocktail over here, and I got vodka and Coke. I'm just sipping up, man.
I still have my birthday bottle left over. I got this for my birthday. My mom sent me this in the mail.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was your birthday. Happy birthday.
Move back to Florida. I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it.
So the next question is this is related to right now the current situation that we're in. You know what I'm saying? This COVID-19. So how has the pandemic impacted your music career? Like, you know what I'm saying? How has it, stopped you from being able to do what you want to do, go to the studios, maybe shoot a video or be on the streets, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't say it stopped me. It actually has been providing opportunities and
Okay.
giving me chances to evolve, and especially digitally. And I don't want to talk too much about my job, but
Right.
being a collaboration specialist and working with digitalization and one of the companies, in the top league when it comes to IT and communication and things working. I'm sorry, I'm seeing the comments. I can't look at them. I'll get distracted. But being a natural in that and getting paid for it and learning from some of the best in the industry,
Uh-huh.
not only do they have a great work employee culture and support me in my music,
Uh-huh.
but also now that we all have to, switch to this digital world, it's really easy for us to set up digital events. And actually during Corona, I had my last concert and one of the most professional ones during Corona. So I'm blessed enough to say Corona impacted me in a positive way. And
Right.
also, it gives me time to sit my behind down. I don't know if I can curse on here. And
Go ahead. Go ahead.
as you know, as an artist, you have to be in tune with yourself to know what you're gonna express. And I've
Sure.
been lucky to have that time to just focus on me, work on me, and self-analyze. So Corona's been good for me personally when it comes to
Okay.
music.
Absolutely. Oh, that's really nice to know that you're making use of this time that we're currently in because it's very hard for some, but for you it's like you're making it happen, you know what I'm saying? And you're getting all these opportunities coming up and stuff. So that's very dope for sure.
You asked about music and in the beginning when you introduced me, just for the newcomers.
Right. Right. Yeah, yeah,
I do
yeah.
want to hit a little freestyle saying maybe if we have time later because someone's saying to sing.
You gotta sing. Yeah,
Hi,
you
Jose.
gotta
Hola.
you gotta do something for your peoples, man. They gotta hear something. For
Right.
sure. We got
But
time.
since this platform is about entrepreneurs too, I've been having time to not just focus on, my expression as an
Right.
artist, but working and connecting with everyone that I've always kept in touch with, just like you and I.
Yes.
We met in London, I don't know how many years ago.
A
Either
lot of years
5,
now.
yeah, about 8
Years
years ago. It doesn't feel
now.
like that.
I know, I know. It's crazy.
I love keeping in touch, especially because I've lived in so many different places,
Right.
and just reflecting on who I am,
Hmm.
which, I just mentioned Corona has been giving me the chance to do. I've been able to connect the dots with the things I care about the most, how I want to, spend my skills and energy that I am gaining right now.
Hmm.
Next step, once we're able to move again, and I would say this to anyone, here listening. Hi, Reggie. Use this time to develop, evolve yourself, whether it's in music or whatever your thing is.
For sure.
Look at you right now. Like I'm so proud of you. I got to say that too. While I
Oh,
can
thank you.
have a few minutes, like, this is your first show and your
Yeah.
first podcast during Corona. So for you, things are going well as well. So, and I think there's a
Trying,
special
man.
touch for creative people right now.
Yeah.
It's a time to make a shift and process a lot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I spend a lot of time just working, man, just trying to, get in my own little space, get in my zone and just try to figure it out. And especially at a time like now, like there's nowhere to go, but you're at home. So you have to like figure it out while you're at home and
You
just
got to go
inspire
inside.
yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But yeah,
They
I
told us
like,
to stay inside, and now's a good time to get to know yourself.
exactly.
A lot of tests going around.
Absolutely. So what would you like to use this platform for today? You mentioned that, it is for entrepreneurs. So the biography for this is the number one podcast platform focusing on the well-being of entrepreneurs and the everyday struggles that they encounter to become successful.
I love it. I
Thank
love
you.
what you're
Thank you.
doing. Um, well, I've mentioned a lot already that I wanted to say. Luckily, I've been able to, twist my words and combine them
Hmm. Hmm.
to get the main message out. Um, but mainly, it's just using this platform to evolve with any collaborators, producers out there, musicians, that now's the time. And especially for musicians, we work with producing and digitalization. So it's easy for us, not only do I get paid for working within that field, but when we're recording, it's easy to send things back and forth. I have my own
Yeah.
equipment set up now. I've got my own studio.
Oh, nice.
You taught me a little bit when I recorded at your studio back
Yes.
in the
Yes.
day.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. I remember.
So I just want to use this platform to collaborate, collaborate musically.
For sure. For sure. You
I've
got
got
some
my
juice on the track.
SoundCloud. I've got a producer out here that I'm working with, Benji. I don't know if he's listening. Shout out.
Right.
I invited him.
Hmm. Hmm.
And we record, we're releasing, we're putting it on us on Spotify. So I'm evolving in a different way with the things I can. People are complaining
Sure.
that they can't have concerts. I get that, but my biggest concert was 5,000 people right before Corona, actually. So
Oh,
now,
that's
okay,
amazing.
yeah, it was for the halftime of the biggest basketball league out here in Germany
I
for one
think
of
I
the
saw
teams.
that. I saw the video you posted. I saw that.
Yeah, thank you, Fanita. Hi, Zori. So, right. It's just collaborating. You know, I remember when I set up my SoundCloud, I just was ready to put up any editions, versions of songs that I had,
Mhm.
unprofessional, recorded with my phone. But I was so desperate to meet up with anybody virtually to make music. So
Right.
I'm still open to that. And realistically now, I'm in a position to travel and do concerts here or there. And the ties that I have with all the different cities, you being in France, playing my music in France,
Right. Right.
that's what
Right.
it's
Right.
about, you know, connecting with people and supporting each other. I buy t-shirts from my friends. I make them. If I can buy a CD, you know, things are changing,
Absolutely.
but that's what I want to use this platform for, to connect. You guys follow my boy right here on the Woke Podcast. I
Yeah.
already said it
Yeah.
before. And, you know, watch us, follow me.
Absolutely. Yeah. They gotta follow you too, man. They gotta, keep in touch and stay updated and stuff. So, the next question is, who would you most like to collaborate with? I know
As
you
far
like
as,
Mariah Carey, but I want to know if it's her or anybody else. You gotta let us know.
well, the first person I think of is Timbaland. I don't know why, but, you know, Timbaland, I love him. And actually,
You
you
know.
know, if I was locked in the room with Ja Rule, gladly, you know, Ashanti, he did amazing things with her.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, I'm not saying I could be her or better, but hey, that what I have, somebody do something with me. I got a lot, you know, I'm not going to be
well,
able to talk about it all on here, but all the
well,
experience.
this
Mhm.
interview, once it's all done and everything, we're gonna upload it on Ja Rule's platform. So he's gonna see this and he's gonna listen to it. And he's always asking like, which artist can I help? Which artist can I collaborate with? So if there's something open, I'll let him
Mhm.
know. I'll let him know for sure.
Definitely, I'm ready. You know, I've
For
stayed
sure.
ready. I stay ready, so I got to get ready. So I'm here, and it's just getting deeper and better right now. You know, so
Absolutely.
and I wish
Absolutely.
that for everyone else because we need that on
For sure.
in this world. Everybody to do good, be right with themselves, and make some good music or whatever you do.
Absolutely.
But you know, my lane is music.
For sure. For sure. For sure. So what is one message you would give to your fans? You got your fans tuned in right now. You got your friends and your fans. Everybody's here. So what would you say to them? One message.
I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. First of all, you know, we have 10 viewers. I appreciate that. This is the first show. Thank you for listening to what I have to say. I can talk a lot. I always have a lot to say. I could say so much, but if I could say anything, I just said it, you know, use this time to self-analyze and figure out what it is that you need and go for it. And don't be distracted by the negativity that's going on. It's so important to create your own vortex, your own bubble, and to live in that. And I used to think it was so selfish,
Uh-huh.
but trying to save the world, because I studied human rights in London, I'm
Yes.
thinking, okay, trying to stay the best candidate, no kids, no partner, so I can go to the place that's most needed with the most, you know, desperate refugees or whatever.
Great.
So I can go and be that person to fill that void wherever it's needed.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes you realize some things are just not meant for you. No matter how hard I've knocked on the door sometimes, even to be in the military, which I'm glad I didn't do that. I respect soldiers
Right,
and the
right.
discipline they have, but not necessarily the government's military. But anyways, don't get distracted. It's so important to come back and not focus so much on trying to fit into somebody's box, whether it's a certain career path you're trying to follow or values in your life.
Absolutely.
Get to
Absolutely.
know yourself and it will, you know, attract. The law of attraction is so real. Let
For
me just
sure.
stop there,
Sure.
period.
Hey, you're saying some real facts right now. Like you're saying, it's very motivational. You know what I'm saying? It's very
Cheers.
inspirational at the same time.
Cheers to
Salute.
that. Thank
So
you for giving me the chance.
oh, for sure, for sure. We appreciate you for being on right now. We're doing this virtually, but still, it's so dope. Like I'm in the UK right now, and you're in Germany right now. You know what I'm saying? And we're doing this virtually. So
Yes, I
that's
love it.
pretty dope.
Um,
So
oh, sorry, go ahead.
okay, so your music, we want to talk more about your music. You know what I'm saying? We know about you now, so we want to know like your first song. You know what I'm saying? Like, or your songs that you got on Spotify right now, and
Mm-hmm.
because you released some new songs and I listened to it and I was like, yo, she's very dope, man. She needs to get up there, man. She got to get to the top. She needs to connect. You know what I'm saying, with people that can market her and stuff like that. And I know you already got that right now when you work it. So that's really dope. But tell us
I
more
appreciate that.
about yo, for
Oh,
real,
I
for
wish
real.
I could hug you. This
Huh?
is good. I said I wish I could hug you.
Oh man, you can hug me through the phone.
So my first song that I've released on Spotify, you know, we as artists that write and we've got so many songs. Like, oof, what is the first song? My
Right.
first song is from when I was 12,
Mhm.
and I did it to Usher's. I think I forgot what it's called, but it's an Usher song, bedroom song or something.
Okay.
Anyways, but my first song that I've released is actually a spoken word poem that evolved to a, you know, freestyle jam session song with instrumental that I then remixed again to make a production of it,
Right.
you know, more for the radio or commercial mainstream audiences.
Mhm.
So that is Know Your Lover is my first song. My second song that I released is Who Do I Think I Am?
Right.
Also, well, that was a song. That was always a song.
When did you release that? Was that recently or?
No, about last October, December,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. Okay.
Which I'm behind, by the way, for people that actually are following me in my music releases. I've got so much in the bag, so much, but we're just
Yes,
fine
we
tuning
do.
everything so it's ready to each individually be, you know, released.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yo, you gotta really come at them because I know you got so many songs, and you got real talent. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta really come at it, man, and keep uploading your
I'm
songs, keep
collaborating
posting
with people
videos,
too, yeah. That takes away
collaborating.
time from my project. So, you know, that what I want is happening. People are reaching out, you know, just going to a show once or twice, connecting with
Right.
people. And then maybe a year later they'll reach out and be like, hey, I'm working on something and I remember your voice or your style. I want you for this. So it's nice. You know, it's coming into fruition. I just want more.
I get it. I get it for sure.
Shout
For
out to
sure.
Yannick. I see
Yo,
my
shout out to
sister
everybody in the
Benji's on
chat.
there, Nicole,
Shout out to everybody here.
Serena. Thank you guys for listening.
So, how do you feel the internet has impacted the music business? You know, we got so much. You remember back in the day, you used to be able to just go to the stores and purchase like your favorite artist CD or something. I know
Look
you
and
got
touch at the
collections.
pictures, read the titles easily
Yeah,
in your hand.
yeah. Man, I got so many albums just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like nowadays, the digital world came in. People started downloading music, and things have changed. So, how do you feel how do you feel it's impacted the music business? You know.
Well, when you ask how, I think like, okay, good or bad. And I don't think it's either. But
Yeah.
how, of course, it's shifted. How, yes, it's more digital. You know, you've got Spotify, SoundCloud. But I think just like with anything else, you can find advantages within it. You know, some people complain about algorithms. I take advantage of them. If I like all the songs that I like,
Mhm.
you know, click the little like button. I know it's going to give me more of what I want, you know, and I just said, like, I want more. And I'm the same with music. I said in the beginning, I'm a music fiend. I always want fresh beats. One of my favorite DJs is Joe K. If he ever gets to hear this, shout out to him. But, you know, he's got the show called Future Sounds, Future Beats. And if it wasn't for these platforms, I probably wouldn't have discovered him. And it inspires me to write my own stuff. That stuff I can't do in person now. I can listen to him and have my own, you know, SoundCloud and chill Saturday or Sunday. And I'm just listening to beats, songs, vocals, instrumentals that he mixes.
Mhm.
And I love that, you know? So how has it impacted? Got to ask yourself that, you know? And what are you doing with it? You know, sometimes you don't know all the features, settings.
For sure.
Just like you got to know, you know, if you want to take it back, you got to know what store to go to, you know, what kind of albums does he carry? Is he carrying your independent artists that you want to go support? You know, I actually had that issue in London. One of my favorite artists went independent, and it was so hard to find his, you know, hardcover CD,
Right.
Raheem Devon. So it sucked, you know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
now I follow him on Spotify and I see his stuff come up or wherever, whatever platform.
That's
So
crazy.
you just shift it.
That's crazy. See, this question I asked you, I actually wrote about this from a research paper when I was a
Oh, okay.
university.
Hmm.
So
What was
it's
your perspective on it?
it was more like, you know, it's just difficult because when you're independent, you own everything, you control everything, but how much can you actually make is the problem. Like how much support do you have behind you?
How much scalability do you have of the
Right.
market, right? There's a market share
You gotta,
and you
yeah,
need
you gotta go into the
partnerships.
market. Exactly.
I
And then
get
when
it.
you're signed to a major, it's now different because they're gonna give you like an advance. They give you an advance, and then after you gotta
Hmm.
give an advance back, but then they might tie you down to a contract that's not right for you. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be stuck for life. So it's like, where do you sit in? It's difficult.
And I hope you speak more on that on this platform because people need to know, you know, and then they hit up our homeboy Albert
Oh
Robertson,
yeah, we're gonna
you know,
get him on here.
when it comes to contracts and legal situations.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know, that's why I'm being careful now too. Like I was on The Voice about
Yep.
2 years ago,
So
and some other, you know, places have reached out. And hey, Alex,
I just read that. I was like,
beautiful chocolate people. All right,
what's
yes.
up? We're here.
He's an amazing saxophone player and actor and so many things. Just got to put you out there. He's doing amazing things.
Nice. Hey, hit us up, Alex. Hit us up.
Barcelona shout out. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, people need to know, you know, what they're getting into when they're signing these contracts. And you think, oh, I got a chance to be on TV on The Voice. I might make it big or not, but either way, I got on TV. But you might not know that for the next 3 years, you can't release your own music or something, or, you know, because there's just the fine print. So it's just, you know, reading is essential.
Right.
Period.
You got more people in here now. That's dope.
Yes, I love it. Thank you for joining in.
Yo, appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Thank you, Jazz. Appreciate it. Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
You
So the
guys make
next,
sure you follow this subscription, Woke
yo,
Podcast.
follow this, man. You know, and if you're an artist, entrepreneur, hit us
And if
up,
you have a
man.
drink,
Let's connect. This the
shout
first
out to
day. We
life.
just we just having fun. It's the first day, first episode. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have more of these coming out. So stay tuned. Follow. I'm gonna follow everybody back. And so the next question I got for you is, what is the most useless talent you have?
Useless?
Useless talent. What is the what would you, or do you have a useless talent? Maybe you don't.
I want to say the first thing that pops in my mind, and I'm glad it, because I would be thinking for an hour. But the first thing that pops into my mind is because I have never met anyone else who can do this, and I'll do it. And it's probably also the most embarrassing thing.
Right.
But I don't care because I keep it real, you know. But it's a talent because I haven't met anybody else who can do it. So
Right.
that's maybe a challenge. If you can make this facial expression, hit me up, show me. But it's a facial expression with very strong, I guess, yeah, facial muscles that I clench together, and I just look like a monkey. It's my monkey face. That's what I call it. And it's a talent, I guess, in that sense. And it's useless. It makes people laugh. So maybe it's not so useless, but other than that, I don't know what it could be good for. So here we go. It's you
Yo,
ready?
that's funny. That's really funny.
Should I do it? Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
I want to see if the people are really listening. If they want me to do it, somebody type yes.
You got to
And
do
I'll
it.
play with y'all a little bit.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Anyway, so what would you be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career? You know, they tuned in, they laugh, and they say you did it.
Okay, hold on. Let me do the face and then I'll answer that.
Sure.
All right, hold on.
Gotta do it for the people.
What up, y'all? Hey, cuz, this is my most useless talent, and it's ugly, and I don't care because I can be fine if I want to. So y'all go ahead and talk that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm back.
Yo. Oh my God, yo, that was funny as hell, man.
I'm glad you guys are laughing.
Hey, this is what it's all about. It's all about having fun right now. You know what I'm saying? It's all about it's all about the good vibes.
Right. So if I wasn't doing music right now, I would so I've realized throughout my life thus far, I just turned 34, that a 9 to 5 is not enough.
Right.
I always need to be doing something on the side. So, right, if I wasn't doing music, I think the other thing, I spent a lot of time working with kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually a certified preschool teacher. So I used to
Oh,
teach, babies, 2, 3, up to 5 year olds. And I love kids.
mm-hmm.
And I've done all type of work, with youth up to young adults up to age 21 in all the countries that I've lived in, just helping people. And so through that, I actually met who is now my business partner, Terrell Martin, which is
Right.
also an ex NBA athlete. And we are working together on basketball camps for kids.
Right.
And we've been doing that for the past, I want to say, 2 years. We
Mm-hmm.
just had our first, I guess this fits perfectly with the topic and your podcast
For
because
sure. For sure.
we're
Right.
doing our own thing. We're entrepreneurs. That would be my project on the side because my 9 to 5 is not enough. And if I wasn't doing music, I'd be doing something, with someone else who's good and has credibility in what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and is genuine. And if it's related to children or young people, hey, I'm all for it. Developing them, because some of us have, rough parents or rough situations or no parents. And in general, love is just needed. So whatever you got, and you can give it um, in a wise manner, then,
Sure.
let's do it. So that's the type of person I wanted to partner up with. And I actually interviewed him on my radio show when I had
Oh
one
yeah.
of the Juicy Jazz show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we had our first successful camp in here in Germany.
Okay.
He's actually from South Carolina. We met in Barcelona, but we did our camp here because he's already got successful camps running here for a couple years, and I just
Right.
added on to that, expanding it. The same way I want to expand with my music and using these platforms and connections.
Yeah.
I'm in that other lane as well with kids and helping people and just giving that love out. So that's what we're doing. And Corona, of
Sure.
course, put a pause on that, coming together with a
Yeah.
group of people
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
traveling. But it gives us a chance to, or me actually, to, organize and connect with all the teachers I used to work with all over the world, in all the countries I've been. And it's a nice thing. I love doing something good. If I'm gonna be on this earth and fill my days until the day I die, then I want it to be good stuff. So
For sure. For sure. For sure. That's
yeah.
that's really that's really dope. It's like, you're really responsible and you have these qualities about yourself that you really like. I don't know, you're evolving, you know what I'm saying? You're evolving because I think it's that humanitarian thing that you studied. It comes to life like after, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. Because it was hard to, I wanted to work for the UN, but after really researching and digging deep, and I chose to write my thesis on Darfur, which is a country in Africa, well, Sudan in Africa, for those who
okay,
don't know. And when I just learned about what a big organization like the United Nations, how it operates, I
yeah,
lost my faith. And I thought, okay, bump it, the same way some music artists go independent and don't want to work with these industries or deal with these contracts. I thought, okay, whatever I want to do, that project dealing with my other passions, helping people in this world, innocent victims, that are affected by maybe their government, as we've seen many times in history and are seeing now. um, I saw that, it was so hard to fit into some other box. It wasn't happening. No matter how hard I studied, what degrees I got, being free, able to go to the worst places in the world to fight for what, people I believe in,
Right.
that are innocent, that need help. It wasn't happening. So I'm doing it on my own. Well, not any longer. I have a business partner, but you have to do it independently is what I mean.
For sure. Very
Sometimes,
important. Yeah.
sometimes partnerships, it depends on what you want, right? It
And it
really
depends on
depends
who
on
the
what you
person
want.
is. Who the person is sometimes. Sometimes it may not be too, it may not be good. It may be bad for you. Sometimes it may be good for you. So you gotta be careful on that too.
Right. Like at my job, we have to have official partnerships and it works great. I also have, do great business there and we have official partnerships. It's a different avenue, but just having that experience and seeing different, situations and where it's maybe more interesting or suiting to be independent,
Right.
or where do I need partnerships?
Right.
And again, it goes back to knowing yourself and your strengths and your weaknesses
For sure. For
in
sure.
any aspect, musically, business wise,
For sure.
physically, mentally, emotionally.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna ask the people in the chat room right now to ask questions. So if they have any questions, they should just, y'all got some questions for Yasmin, put them in the chat room, and we're
That's a
gonna
good
ask her.
idea.
That's yeah. Let's get that going. So anybody that's tuned in right now, if you want to ask Yasmin some questions, just put them in the chat room. And she's gonna respond.
Orville, Wagwan. Everything Irie. Wagwan, Orville. Hey,
uh,
Daphne, I love you too. And Fanita, Shaniqua.
well, I got one question for you right now.
Go
So,
ahead.
what is the best advice you've been given?
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm,
You be having you got like sometimes in life you get so many people trying to tell you everything, but there's just very few people that you take that stuff from, and you're like, yo, this person, they just told me something real that I'm gonna take for life. So, you know.
I would say two things. One is actually my friend's mom. She's a Capricorn like me
Ah,
and German. And she once told me when I was really young, and she wrote it in this like little yearbook type of thing. Um, don't change, don't ever change, like keep being yourself. Because we used to laugh a lot and we just got each other because we just had a lot of similarities. And I kind of just felt safe with her, opposed to some other friends' moms, or,
mm-hmm.
sometimes you communicate or get on better with your auntie or your friend's mom. You don't tell your mom everything
Right,
sometimes. So she was a person like that. And when she told me don't ever change, like it gave me so much confidence. I was like, okay, I must be a good person or a good kid at that time. And recently, the thing I keep in my head is my business partner, Terrell. He said, be you to the max. And it's kind of the same thing, just
yeah,
maybe a modern version. Be you to the max. And that gives me a lot of confidence. So I'm like, all right, hell yeah. Yes, everything I can do, want to do, take it to the max. Like, go, like, don't be shy. And Fanita's listening. We also made a motto one time. It was like, go ahead and do it. Like, no, it was be scared, but do it anyway. Sometimes we
yeah,
let our fear hold us back.
for sure.
So
Yeah,
it's okay. Go ahead, be scared, but do it anyway.
yeah,
So that's, yeah, being me to the max, not changing. Yeah,
for
I
sure.
have confidence in who I am. Period.
Yeah, that's very important because sometimes you got to remember that it's only life. Like if you put that in your mind, like yo, this is only life that we're living. Why are we scared? Even though we have some fears, but what's the fears for? Like this is life. We're gonna live. We're gonna die.
Sink or swim. Either you're going to give it all you got, or you're going to be depressed and sad and,
Yeah,
let this negativity take you down, or
yeah,
give it all you got. Yeah.
for sure, for sure. So what's your plans with the music right now? Like I know you already got some songs coming out, you're working, but like where do you see yourself in the next few years from now, musically?
Well, working on my first music video that I plan to shoot in Florida.
Hmm.
I've got one of my best male friends, Charles Smith,
Okay,
who just started his own agency. He's a well-known choreographer worldwide, and he was my first best friend when I moved to the States, before I could really properly speak English, second grade. So we go way back. And now he's just really successful. And I told him, hey, I want to do a music video. He said, yeah, I got it. We can do it. He's home now. So yes, I want to do my first music video. I'm recording right now. I'm releasing on the digital platforms. And I've been told so many times you need some visuals along with the music.
for sure. Yeah,
And I caught myself asking other people to be my models. And then I was like, you know what? No, represent yourself, your own songs. And I'll work with professional people to, really help me deliver and express what I want to portray.
right.
And so I'm also working on myself physically to portray that what I want to portray,
Sure.
and that goes deeper too with body mind alignment, which Corona again has given me the chance to experience and evolve in or with. But yeah, making music videos, that's the next step. Collaborating more, recording, that's always, once we can move and do concerts, do concerts.
For
I
sure.
would love to be a part of a jazz festival in Rotterdam, Amsterdam. They often have amazing jazz festivals. Newport, Jazz Sea Festival, Japan. If I could make it to that because of amazing collaborations that we've done in the in-between time,
Yeah.
that would be a dream come true.
Yo, that'll be really nice, man. Like to get out there, man, expand. You know what I'm saying? Like go to different countries and do shows and meet different people, different mindsets. That's what you need in this world, especially at a time like now. Like you need that. It's networking.
Right. And I'm used to it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm used to traveling and I connect with the people, amazing people
Yeah.
anyways. So,
Hey, salute.
might as well make a hit while we're together.
For sure. Why not? I see in the chat room Tiffany asked a question, but we answered that earlier. But I think you tuned in a little later. So she's asking how has the pandemic affected your creativity? I know you answered that and you said it hasn't actually affected it. It's instead like made you more hungry and working.
Impacted it, right. I've been
Yeah.
able to, just because of my connections and staying open, with people and being me to the max at work. I used to want to not want my job to know that I'm a musician. I wanted to keep that separate, my
Right.
personal life and businesses from my work. But they supported. So I actually, during Corona, was able to have my most professional concert to date, with a professional TV studio that came from Switzerland over here to Germany. And the quality was just amazing. It's on my Instagram. I was able to finally get, a proper demo tape, which was one goal. I've got that now.
Right.
So next thing is a music video, and obviously if I can multiply, replicate everything, obviously more production, more collaboration, more music videos, that's it. But there's a first for everything. So Corona let me do that. And to answer what I try to give a different answer than to not just repeat what I said earlier, but Tiffany, to just repeat quickly what I said earlier was also Corona has let me, focus on myself a lot more, to be able to express myself better, know how I want to express. I set up my own studio. I've got my own mic, my own mixer.
Nice.
I'm dipping and dabbing when I've got time. I'm able to get bored, soak enough energy so that I can be in the mood to sing and express myself. But there's a process to it. You asked about that earlier.
For sure.
So work takes a lot. Doing my project on the side, the HOF camps, the basketball clinics, takes some energy, especially working overseas, the time difference, making sure you plan things. Failing to plan is planning to fail, and don't nobody want to fail.
I know. No one likes
Ain't
it.
nobody got time for that. So
Right.
yeah, But it's just a balance, just like everything else. And I've been able to finish this question and answer.
Mhm.
Just focus on my physical, like I just said earlier. Body and mind alignment is so important, and I've been able to experience that, having more time for myself, not having to travel an hour to the office. I can be here, and even if it's just a 10-minute workout, I feel productive. I feel great. My mind is more awake. I can start my first meeting at 9,
Right.
just totally different. And I'm not impacted by all the frowny faces in the cold winter here in Germany on the trains. That impacts me. I'm tired by the time
Really?
I get to the office. And then
Yeah.
unpack. So Corona has been good for me personally, period.
That's really dope. That's really, really dope. That's really dope to hear. Tiffany,
Exactly, creating the
creating the
fire.
environment. Yeah, yeah. You gotta create
That's
your
been a
own
blessing.
environment.
I've learned I have a gift, and anybody can do it for themselves. If you're able to create your own atmosphere or your own vibe,
Yeah.
you've got a gift. If you're able to seclude yourself in a room or think different thoughts in a crowded room, because if something is impacting you negatively, find your space, your little vortex, your bubble, and soak up energy.
Yeah.
Again, balance. You can't be there for people or help people if that's your goal. Um, if you are not right yourself or have enough energy yourself. Just a quick analogy to that. One time I heard an analogy that, those who are familiar with flying, they tell you to put on your mask first when they drop down and you're during an accident. So you put on your mask first, because if you don't, and you're out of breath and you can't breathe, how are you going to help the other people put on their masks?
Right.
So you need to help yourself first, and
For
then
you
you
to
can
help
help
another
other
person.
people.
Yep.
Again, I used to think that was selfish, but
Real.
that analogy, again, poetry, it just made it click for me. I was like, oh, okay, I get it that way, you know?
That shit is real. It's real. When you think about it, you're like, man, if something really happens, like I have to save myself first, get myself ready, then I can go to the next person. You
Because we
know?
can't control those situations.
Nah,
Sometimes you're with family and they're pissing you off, or there's a topic going on you don't want to talk about. But if you're like, okay, remember, it's not forever. It's just for the day or for the weekend or for the holidays, whatever. And then get right back, make sure you got a week off and soak back up the energy. Do what you got to do.
exactly,
But
exactly.
and it will help you with your creative process. For me, obviously it's music and
For sure.
just my projects on the side.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I know you say you got work coming up on the way. What other things do you like to do besides making music? So what other hobbies you got on the side?
I love digging for music. That's a term, like, just again finding new music, finding new
Right.
DJs that have a genre that I like, that can just keep something new going for me. Even if they're old songs, that's okay, but it's a new sound with a remix. So I love listening to music, and again, just resting when I can.
Right.
But I am very busy, just because I work a lot, and working for an American company, our trainings, again, an IT company in the top league, you have to know your stuff, and it's complicated, but again, it's manageable. So that takes up time. But what I like to do is, when we're able to go to jam sessions,
Mm-hmm.
getting to know and hear other people's perspectives, art artistically, through poetry, or if they're concerts. But obviously, since we can't do that, I'm doing it at home. That's what I meant by digging the music, just finding new music and working out. Again, it's I see
Yeah.
results.
I see
It
you've been working
motivates
out.
me.
I know you've been
Yes.
working out. Yeah, yeah. You say you got a trainer? You got a personal trainer right now?
Yeah, I go 3 times a week for an hour, and
Okay.
that 1 hour you've got somebody just screaming or speaking
Yeah.
positive, inspirational stuff into your ear, and you're working your muscles at the same time. So I love it. I feel good. It lasts. Your muscles are continue burning,
Right.
so it's working thereafter. I know you're into working out, so you know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
I
You're
haven't
not
been
thinking
doing too
about,
much right now, but
yeah.
but yeah.
I have to fill my days somehow to not get bogged down with watching the news or whatever we can't do right now. So I'm gonna do what I can do, and that's, you know, working out, using YouTube, using the platforms to keep my music ears fresh, getting inspired, writing, connecting. That's what I'm doing right now.
For sure.
And I love it because things are
That's
just going
dope.
well.
That's dope. Because if you got a goal you wanna reach, man, and you're putting in some work, like it feels good to see results, you know. So that's very dope.
Right.
Yeah. So what I wanted to ask you was everybody that's tuned in right now, like the numbers are going up. We got 15 people on right now.
Cheers to
This
that.
is this
Cheers.
is
Thank
so
y'all for
dope, man.
tuning in.
I know
Any
most of
questions?
these are your peoples, man. So that's dope, man. I know you told them to tune in, and they saw the promotion and stuff. That's really amazing. Today's not. It's just a relaxed, episode. It's the first show, so we just having fun, man. Asking questions and
What are we to
diving.
expect? What you got, got coming up on here on this
Man,
podcast?
I got so many things on the way. So as I said earlier, this is gonna be put on Jaru's platform, which is called Icon. You know, he's got this new app coming up and stuff like that. So he's working on that, and he told me I can get my peoples on there and do what I do. So hey, that's dope. But besides that, I wanna get entrepreneurs on here. You know what I'm saying? So anybody here that's an entrepreneur or an artist or whatever you do, you got a business and you wanna talk, let's get on here, man. This is not therapy, but this is like it can be like that, but we can just sit here and ask questions, you know what I'm saying, and see how you are mentally, where you going, what you're doing, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, or how you can help the people, because people that are here right now, they're listening, you know what I'm saying, and they taking notes down, and that's gonna change someone's life. We may not
Hey,
even
and
know that, but it definitely will, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna put it out there again. Reach out to me for music or that stuff,
yeah.
we were talking about earlier, just being right spiritually and
Hmm.
vibrating that and attracting more of that,
For
of
sure.
which is what we need on in this world.
The law
Reach
of
out to me for
attraction.
those basketball camps. If you got kids or a gym and you want an ex NBA player to come and instill this positive talk, but
Yeah.
from his perspective, I'm just me, right? Musical Jasmine, but same stuff, but he gives it to young boys and girls or young men and women that are looking to advance their basketball skill levels to the next level to go pro. And we do it statewide, worldwide. Like I said, we did our last camp in Germany. Corona came up, but we got some more coming up. The next ones are going to be in Florida. So for those of you listening that are in Florida, that's our next stop. And yes, just reach out, when it comes to entrepreneurship and setting up something independently and making it fruitful.
Hey, so
Hey, Winnie. Ni
oh
hao.
yeah, we got some people's in here. Thanks, y'all. We appreciate everybody that's tuned in. We're having a good time. We really appreciate y'all for real. Hey,
Yes,
so let
I
let the
can only
people
second
know.
that. Hmm?
Let the people know how they can reach you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this, what's your Instagram? What's your SoundCloud, Spotify? All these accounts that you got, with your craft on. I know you
Thank
got a
you. Yeah.
website. I saw your website. I actually went on your website.
Oh, thank you. Good.
Yeah,
Right. The
yeah.
easiest
So
thing, the not the one-stop shop to get to all the other platforms is just go to jasminsokolies.com. My first and last name. I know that's not easy, but
I'm gonna type
um,
that in right now.
thank you. Yes, you go ahead and do that. Even
Yeah.
though, well, they say
And for
females
the listeners, you got to
multitask.
spell it for the listeners because they might not see the chat, so they
True.
want to
So
follow
it's
you.
just Jasmine without an E at the end. Jasmin Sokolies. It's like Soko Lies, Jasmin Sokolies, one word.com. And then from there, you can get on my Instagram, which is at Butta Jazz, ButtaJazz. Thank you.
About it,
Um,
Jazz. Let me write that. Okay. Go ahead. Go
all
ahead.
right. Yeah, no, that was it. At Butta Jazz, if you
Yeah.
just want to, don't want to go through the website and all of that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure. For sure.
Because it's like butter, baby. We want to make it smooth like butter, baby. And then jazz because Jasmine, and I do love jazz music. So
Jazz is dope, man. Jazz is dope, man.
I'm so happy and appreciative of this. It was a dope vibe. Thank you for letting me talk so much. Lord
Hey,
knows I can talk.
this is just remember, this is the place. If you ever need to talk or get something off your chest, this is where you need to be at, because people are tuned in, people are watching and checking it out. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
we appreciate that for sure. We appreciate you coming on today. And now everybody's gonna check you out. I hope people follow your account, vice versa. Your people tuned in. I hope they also
I follow back.
Yeah.
Unless you got something that's, like devilish or creepy, of course.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Before we go, man, I know it's nearly an hour, but before we go, we need to hear you sing. So you gotta sing first.
To be super honest, which is bad, I didn't prepare anything.
That's
But
listen, that's cool. You can freestyle for us, man. You can sing a song that you've already done. Like there's one that I like. What's that song that you got on Spotify? What's the name?
right, hold on. I was thinking, in case we, come to this point,
Yeah,
that I'll just put on some music in my background, sing to it, and it should come out nice
that works. Yeah,
and
yeah.
synchronized.
Do something that you've done. Look at everybody in the chat that say go, go, go. Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna put some dope beats. Let me just find something. I'm just gonna freestyle, really. Like I said, I didn't prepare.
Go ahead. This is your platform. This is your show. We're gonna give Jasmin her time right now. Let's go.
Can you hear that okay? Let me just find a little instrumental.
Go ahead. Take your
And I
time.
think I found something. Hold on. Or how about we do this? I mean, we can go over a little bit, right? I mean, I know it's an hour, but
Yeah, I got
or will it cut off?
Go ahead, for sure.
Because I was gonna say, somebody give me an instrumental or something, and I'll do that in case I find my own first.
Right. Yeah, somebody find something, or any artist.
What you want me to sing to is the question. Something that has an instrumental, and I'll put it on.
Mariah Carey.
Or how about, okay, we'll just do it a cappella.
Or do the one that you did. You know, there's that song that you released on Spotify.
I don't like singing it.
Yo, I like that. Like you gotta let people hear it, man, because you put that out. You know what I'm saying? So
Fine. I need to promote myself, don't I?
I don't know how you were feeling at the time when you put that out. I know I didn't even ask that.
The thing is, it has so many different versions, and the one time I collaborated with a specific person, my producer out here, Benji, it was really dope, and we got really nice, feedback. So we're just like, okay, that's what it is. That's the one that's gonna go on Spotify.
Right.
So I'll just sing along.
For sure.
This is Know Your Lover, my first release. You know what they say, it's always the beautiful ones that hurt you the most. It ain't even the saying out loud. No more calling me baby. You consistently leading me on with your game. I felt torn between the two. Should I stay? Should I go? I still find within myself this unsettling debate. I'm like rough waters, splashing, tumbling, drowning in my own damn thoughts. Can't recognize who you are, feeling like I'm living with a stranger. Yeah, Mama always says you gotta know your lover. Papa always says you gotta know your brothers. Love is like a drug, I just can't get off her. You should know your lover.
This is dope.
I'll leave it at that. One verse, one hook. I think that's enough. Y'all go follow me on Spotify if you want.
Hey. Hey,
I hope that
listen,
was
man.
okay.
That was crazy. Look at everybody in the chat right now. You know, vocals. They
Thank
love
you for
that.
the love. Okay.
Yo,
Thank you, Regina, for listening.
yo, for
And
real, man.
Tiffany giving some love. That's what's up.
Nah, we truly appreciate that, man. You came on, you did your thing, you know what I'm saying? Like you helped us start this up and open it up today. And from
I'm
today,
proud to be a
history
part of it.
history has been made and you're a part of that. You know what I'm saying? From moving
Yeah.
forward.
Cheers to that. If you got a drink, even if it's water, come on, drink it.
I'll run out. I'll run out.
Dang, two
I
dog.
need topping up. I'm gonna top myself up right
You
now.
had two?
I had two straight up. One was a cocktail, the other one's a
I
vodka.
need to catch up, huh?
Yeah.
You always got the drinks on deck, though.
Yes, yes,
Whether
you
it's
know.
Paris or London, you always got the Ciroc. Coconut. I
Hey, but
remember.
listen, man. When this pandemic thing eased down a little bit, we gotta hang out. We gotta catch up and hang out. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to, go for coffee or
Most
studio
def.
session. You know what I'm saying? And catch up with you. You
And
know.
next time we're gonna get let in the club and not turned away.
Yes, I remember that in France.
They didn't let us in the club, y'all, in Paris.
Yo, I came on. I was like, I had my hoodie on, and they were like, "Nah, he's eyes. He took his glasses off.
The fucking Americans.
He's done. They gotta get out."
Baby boy. Aw, I'm
That
giving
was
you a
crazy.
virtual hug again.
I'm gonna give you a hug right now, for real. Yo,
Well, give your mom love and your sister and your whole family. You know, we go
for
back,
sure.
so I'm just gonna put that out there in case they're watching.
Yo,
Much
you
love
already
to
know,
them.
man. I'm gonna tell them. You tell your moms too. You tell your moms much love. You know what I'm saying? And I know
Will do.
you're gonna see her soon or whatever, but tell her I said what's up. All right. Appreciate you
Thank
for
you.
tuning in.
Yes, you guys follow us. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all for
Y'all
following
stay blessed,
and
positive.
tuned in. Yes, we're gonna get through this together, man. This pandemic, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get through it together, man. So
Love is
let's
what
get
makes
it.
the world go round, and that is not the drink talking. I say that all the
Spread
time.
love. Spread love. Biggest said that. He said spread love is the Brooklyn way. It should be the
Yeah.
world's way. Everybody should be like that. But
They say money makes the world go round, but it's the love for money. So what are you loving in this world? But evidently it's love, the love of something that makes this world go round. So, be
absolutely.
choosy.
Absolutely.
All right,
Hey,
that's
we,
it.
we appreciate y'all, man. I see that this is a great show, cool show. Thank you so much, everybody in the chat room, everybody that tuned in. We appreciate that. Now we're gonna go ahead and upload this online, and more people are gonna check it out. So appreciate y'all, man. Stay safe.
We're going to stay
Love
in
y'all.
touch.
Stay
Much
stay
success to you.
stay safe. More success to you too. All right.
Bye.
All right. Peace.